to Movie World, the place where we only talk movies. I'm Andy Signor, and I'm here to review The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Terrible title, but surprisingly fun film. I actually really enjoyed the first Hitman's Bodyguard. It was a movie that I saw early because they gave it to us back when I worked over the Screen Junkies days because I'm a fan of like 90s action films, and we had been working with Ryan Reynolds, and I remember seeing it early and being really impressed. And I even remember messaging Ryan at the time saying like, hey, we got to see it early. It's really great. And he was pleasantly like, oh, nice, good. I'm glad. It seemed like it was going to be fun. Overall, just the first movie did feel like it was a surprise for a lot of people that it worked. It was just sort of a fun Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson together, buddy cop comedy, R-rated action film. And, it didn't stay with me like the best film of all time, but I just remember having a really good experience. So when I saw the preview for Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, I was excited. I was hoping it could have similar energy, and I'm happy to report that it might be even better than the first one. The film brings back Ryan Reynolds. He's on a vacation where I thought I had the picture here. He's on a vacation. There he is. Because of the events in the first film, his therapist is telling him to avoid hitmanning, to go out, find some serenity, focus on himself, no guns, as the trailer tells you. And he's out there to sort of just find peace with himself and sort of see if he can find happiness within himself. That's when Salma Hayek shows up amidst his resort to sort of help bring him in to help her rescue Marcus, Samuel L. Jackson's character. And that's when all the chaos ensues. While Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson are great in this film, it is Salma Hayek that steals the movie. I was not prepared for how funny, how sexy, how much of a crazy badass Salma Hayek would be in this movie. She is wonderful, without a doubt. Steals the movie. Best part of the movie, so many funny lines, so much craziness, and I really applaud the filmmakers for not just casting her and sort of just, having her have some moments. They really give her some really fun moments to shine. She's a huge part of this movie. When they say the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, she is front and center in a lot of this movie, and I'm telling you, that is a good thing. Look, I've always liked Salma Hayek, but I didn't think that her as the third comedic energy to the Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson pie would make it even better, but it did. I had so much fun watching her and her antics, her commitment, her raunchiness. It's just a perfect addition to the duo that is now a trio, that it really did knock the film up, I think, a level that I had even more fun with it. Look, the movie is silly. The movie is dumb in the ways of sort of some action movies can be. There are so many plot points that you're like, what? This doesn't, come on, what? The convenience there. But I had so much fun. I had a smile on my face the whole time that I was sort of glad. There were moments even I was sort of, my brain, my action reality brain was like, oh, wait a second, why are they? And I just realized it was because the script just wants to move along a little quicker, and they answer the questions, they explain what's happening, they get you from plot A, plot B to plot C, but they don't waste a lot of time trying to like really heavily explain the movie. So if you want some sort of like serious Christopher Nolan-esque explanation in your action, don't go see the movie. But if you want a fantastically fun, funny, bloody, raunchy comedy with three people at the height of their game just having fun with each other, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is for you. There's a couple other surprise stars. There's one I'm not going to avoid. I didn't actually know he was in the film, and I was glad I didn't. But the poster and some of the trailers have ruined a gag of a guest star in the film that I won't talk about here. You may see it or you may know, but just keep it out of the comments. But the other one that is mentioned a lot, has been seen as Antonio Banderas, does also show up as sort of the villain pretty early in the film. And it was really nice to see him back with Salma Hayek. They've done so much work together. They have obviously a good repartee. And he was a nice addition to the sort of odd, crazy villain. Frank Grillo shows up as sort of a Boston cop stuck out. Was he in the UK? Just trying to use his Boston cop methods to get back. What's his name from the Umbrella Academy? The big guy on the moon plays sort of the bodyguard of the year that Ryan Reynolds is jealous of. And it's another really fun subplot of the movie that I did highly enjoy. Overall, I got to say, the movie really just worked. She's fantastic. I love this scene in the club where she's playing, doing a British accent, and as they go undercover. And the dynamic between Ryan Reynolds, sort of straight guy, sort of trying to do it all by the book, back with Samuel Jackson, who doesn't want to deal with it, and then adding Salma Hayek as they're just constantly making out and doing each other while he's there, adds just another fun wrinkle to the movie. And this addition of him no guns, it does actually work in the context of the film, and he gets thrown around a lot. Ryan Reynolds, very funny in the film. It's nice because it's like a more deadpanned Deadpool is what he sort of does in these movies. I think it is a good character for Ryan Reynolds that he has here, where it's similar Ryan Reynolds comedy and energy that we're used to seeing from him. But at the same time, it's a very like more subdued, like anally retentive, like a control freak sort of version of it, that it's nice to see Ryan Reynolds in that type of different character to his comedy. This is a surprisingly good now franchise for these actors. So I would totally watch a third movie. And it seems like it's very easy, if this does well, for them to figure out another justification. It's one of the things I did want to mention in the review as I wrap things up here, but it's like I was just very impressed with the script. The script was really tight and well done, given what this could have been, which was just a cheap, easy, dumb sequel, which there've been so many, countless just cheap, easy, done sequels. But the script had the really smart job of like having callbacks and moments that pay off, and they do explain what's happening, and they get you from A to B. Yes, there's some silly MacGuffin stuff and like, justifications for getting them to where they need to be, but I really was impressed with sort of how the script gets them all there. And then from a comedic standpoint and an action sequence standpoint, like wrote out a lot of the sequences in clever, smart ways. Everything really does pay off well. And so I got to give the script credit, because sometimes in these action films, they won't really be paying attention. They're not really thinking about like a moment later in the film that works better because they planted the seed earlier in the film. They're just trying to sprinting to the finish line of cashing that sequel check to do well. But in this film, it really does feel like everybody involved just wanted to have even more fun than last time. And it shows. And I got to say, the fun, it was infectious. Seeing this in the theater is a must if you can. The laughter of everybody else just makes it more fun. It's absolutely a theater experience. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is a blast in the theaters. Everyone will be laughing together. You'll have a good time. This is what movie theaters was made for. Just fun, crazy action comedy, and just smiles on your face, right? That's what you want to go to the movies for. And so I'm so glad this movie is going to get a run in theaters. I think it's doing sneak previews this weekend or something, and then it opens up the following weekend. So definitely check your local theaters to see if you can go check out The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Definitely give this one. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Is it really an 8 out of 10? I don't know. Probably not. But I had so much damn fun that, yeah, I'm good with it. It's not like the perfect movie. It's not the best movie of all time, but it's just if you like this genre, if you enjoyed the first one, I think you will really enjoy this one. It's more of the same, if not done better. So good job to everyone involved. This is definitely a fun one to check out if you can. High marks. What do you think? Are you guys excited to see this one? Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to catch more reviews and movie stuff. Lots more coming here to Movie World, as I break down some classic films coming soon in a new series I'm working on, lots more. So show some love down there. Throw a like button. Leave your comments to help the engagement. And thank you guys so much for watching here on Movie World, the place where we only talk movies.